What up, reader fam? Today I'm doing a Q&A video. I love making Q&A videos. I love answering your guys' questions. So this time around, I went on Instagram, which normally I just use Twitter, but Instagram is lit. Y'all had some great questions. And if you're not following me on Instagram, at jessethereader, hit me up. Unfortunately, there's no way that I could answer all the questions, but I'm super excited to answer a few of them today. So without further ado, let's get started with the questions. What blue shirt is your favorite blue shirt? That's like asking me to choose between all my babies. No, but seriously, I have a lot of blue shirts. These aren't even all my blue shirts. I just literally went into my closet, grabbed a bunch of hangers, and they were all blue. But I will have to say that I love this blue shirt right here. I've only worn it like one time, but I love it so much. I don't know why, but I just love the shade of it. It's not even picking up the correct shade of it on camera, but that's okay. 50 Shades of Blue, am I right? Team Coke or Team Pepsi? Team Diet Coke. What's your favorite Disney movie? Big Hero 6 because Baymax is the best. I watched the movie in 2014 and I've been obsessed with it ever since. I'm pretty sure I had hearts in my eyes the whole time I was watching it too. Also, I just wanted to say that Maureen from Maureen Kiwi got me a Christmas Baymax for Christmas. He's got a little hat and a scarf and I love him. I love him. I know I'm probably too old to have like stuffed animals, but these aren't stuffed animals. These are stuffed Baymaxes. It's different, okay? Don't judge me. I'm not judging you. What books are you most anticipating for next year? There are loads of books coming out next year, so I'm just gonna mention a few that are on the top of my head right now. Wind Witch by Susan Dennard, the sequel to Truth Witch. History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. And The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Like I said, there are tons more coming out next year, but those are just a few that are on the top of my head. How many pages do you read an hour? It honestly depends on the book and how engaged I am with it, but I'm pretty sure I average like 50 pages every hour, which I know is not a lot, but I am a-okay with my reading speed. It's not about how fast you read, it's about enjoying the process of reading. Describe your life by using one book title. This is actually really difficult. I have no idea. I'm gonna go with the title Wonder because I feel like my life is full of wonder. It's full of the unexpected. It's full of beautiful things and it's just full of wonder. I'm constantly wondering where my life is gonna take me. And I feel like I'm always surprised where it does take me. So yes, wonder. Top 3 favorite shows. Erased the anime. It is so freaking good. If you're into anime and you haven't watched Erased, go do yourself a favor and watch that show. It is fantastic. Survivor, which is a show that I just got into this last summer, but I have become completely obsessed and engrossed and devoted to this show. It's so good. And lastly, another reality TV show because I love reality TV. I know it's trash, but I love it. And that's The Challenge from MTV. It's just so good. I know it's so dramatic like all the time, but I live for it. I live for it. If your Patronus was a book, which would it be? Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I know. I'm even getting tired of myself mentioning this book in videos. I get it. But I just have so many happy moments attached to this book that it just makes sense for it to be my book Patronus. What's your worst fear? My worst fear is my bookshelf catching on fire. Talk about terrifying. Talk about life altering. Talk about the worst thing ever. No, but in all seriousness, I think my worst fear is just like losing people in my life. In both death and growing apart, I just hate losing people because I genuinely care and love everyone in my life, so it's just hard to imagine losing people to death. And I also just fear conflicts with those people that I'm closest to and losing them because of it. I just don't even like thinking about that. Who inspires you the most to remain positive and optimistic? I would say my grandma from my mom's side of the family. Even though she's no longer with us, she passed away when I was a sophomore in high school, which I think just goes to show the lasting impression she had on me. Like, I'm not even able to talk to her anymore, but I still remain inspired by her. What's your favorite Bookish mug that you own? Now, I have a lot of Bookish mugs, but this one still remains to be my favorite. It's a Six of Crows book mug and I love it so much. And it's got a quote on here. It says, "Better terrible truths than kind lies." That's not even one of my favorite quotes from this book series, but I just love the look of this. It's just so nice and I love the typography. It's just on point. What's a book trope that you can't get enough of? I'm a sucker for the chosen one trope, even though it's way overdone. And it also adds kind of a predictability to the storyline, but I still love it when it occurs. Lions, tigers, or bears? Oh my? If you could only read one genre for the rest of your life, which genre would it be? Well, it definitely wouldn't be contemporary because I feel like I'd get tired of contemporary really fast. As much as I love contemporary, I'd get tired of reading about real life. I do enjoy science fiction, but not enough to read it over and over and over again. Mystery, meh. Horror, meh. So I think I'm gonna have to go with fantasy because I feel like the sky's the limit when it comes to fantasy. What question do you hate to answer? I don't really hate to answer any question. Like, I'm always open and willing to answer any question that you guys have for me, but one that I will admit that I'm tired of getting getting is the whole, if you were stranded alone on an island, what book would you bring with you? That question is fun when you first get asked it, but I've been asked it way too many times by now. Out of the recent books you've read, which one has been your favorite? Gemina by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. The things they're doing with this series are so inventive and new, and I was reading this book and my mind was just being blown left and right. It was just so fantastic, and I highly recommend reading Illuminae and Gemina because they're great. If you could change your name to the name of a fictional character, which fictional character would you change names with? I'm gonna go with Dorian because a lot of people call me Dorian on Instagram, so I'll go with it. If you had to rename your channel, what would it be? This is such a hard question because I can't imagine my channel name not being Jesse the Reader. This channel name is just a part of me now. So maybe I would name it Jesse's Home for Peculiar Reads because I'm lame and obsessive. Who's your favorite member from Fifth Harmony? If you didn't know, I love Fifth Harmony. I'm worried that they're gonna break up, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But I do have a favorite from the group, and that is Lauren. She is just stunningly beautiful, and if I were ever to see her in person, I wouldn't be able to help myself. I'd literally get down on one knee and propose to her and just hope for the best. She'd probably decline me, but still, she is just beautiful. Also, her vocal cords, man. Her vocal cords! They're so good, so good. And the last question I'm going to be answering today is, which language would you like to learn? I actually feel like I've answered this question before, but I'll just mention it again. I would love to learn Japanese. Even though I think it's such a complicated language, I would still love to learn Japanese and then go to Japan and be able to talk to the people there. That would just be the coolest. If only there was more time in the world. So those are all the questions that I'm going to be answering today. Thank you guys on Instagram who submitted questions. I appreciate you guys. Now I want you guys to answer for me a question down below. And that's one of the questions that I got. What book would be your book Patronus? Let me know down below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so click subscribe if you want to be notified for when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, chew. What up, reader fam? Today I'm going to be talking about two of my favorite things. One of those things being reading and the other thing being traveling.